night, it was about midnight, when I hadn't gone to bed yet, but my kids had, my team had. And that's when I heard something ran into our water barrel, a 55-gallon drum. We collected the water from the roof. And I looked, and I could see, because it was if it wasn't a full moon, it was almost full. So it was just, and I looked through, and I saw about 30 soldiers rushing the house with guns, and they'd come and stop, and then 2 would rush in right to that water barrel and divide and go around the house. And they would just be 10 feet from me, but they didn't see me because the porch was dark. There was no moonlight inside it, but I could see them. I was so scared. I thought, you don't have to come in here. I'll just die right here looking at you. I thought I was dying. I couldn't breathe. My blood was banging in my temples, on my head and my heart. And then I just said, God, please take care of the kids in here and take care of my kids at home. And I mean, the team and my kids, because I thought I was dying. I knew they were going to shoot me. And that moment, I suddenly had the greatest peace. I knew it was okay. God was orchestrating whatever was going to happen. Blood quit throbbing in my temples, my heart. It just go right back down in my heartbeat in its regular place. And I didn't think he was going to protect me. I never even thought to ask him to save my life, because I didn't think even God would stop 30 rifles, jam 30 rifles in the middle of the jungle. But, you know, I began to move and act and talk, and I didn't know what I was going to say. That minute, all I had time for was that one prayer. God, save this team and save my own children. This soldier squatting down by the door with his gun up toward our window. And we didn't have glass in it, but we had screen wire. And this guy was squatting down with his gun up. And so without thinking, I just went up behind him and put my hand on his shoulder. And I said, brother, hermano. And he screamed and dropped the bullet he was putting in the gun. And that let him know that they were discovered. And he said, it ain't me, it's him. And pointed to the lieutenant that was on the other side of the yard. And God just used my tongue. And I said, welcome, brothers. I called it out loud to all of them, and I used the word hermanos. Call in and tell us what you want. Everybody's welcome at our house, soldiers too. I said, you don't need your guns to talk to us. Just come tell us what you want. He came up and grabbed me by the shoulder and swung me around and headed me back toward the back door, because I'd come out the front door. And that's where a candle was burning, in the kitchen. He put the gun in my back and gave me a push and said, get in there, get in that door back there. And by then the others had gone inside and had got everybody up out of the beds, and they were all there in their pajamas. And around that candle we had a table with benches on the side where all 17 of them could sit. And they were all sitting there, just quiet and peaceful. I don't know what they were feeling, but there wasn't anybody looking scared or anything. And they were pulling stuff out from under our bed. We didn't have guns. We had something more powerful than guns. I turned around to face him, and he rammed the gun in my stomach. And he said, I'm here to tell you, I don't let people live that try to stop my revolution. I said, brother, we've done nothing to stop your revolution, which was a true fact. Now, I'm sure Dr. Crespo had, but I had not, so I could say, I have done nothing to stop your revolution. We are here for 2 reasons, to help the hungry and to preach the Bible to them. And he said, That doesn't tell me anything. I've never read the Bible in my life. And he said, the Bible's probably a communist for all I know. And I said, we follow Jesus, the Son of God. And he taught us a better way than the way of fighting. He taught us the way of love. And I said, and because of that, I can honestly say to you, I know you're my enemy. I know you've come to kill me. I've already been told to watch out that you all are coming for all Methodists and all Americans. And I'm both. And I know you're going to kill me. But I want to tell you, I will die loving you because God loves you. And I have to love you too because I follow him.
Bolivia nace en cada corazón, del Oriente reine tu poder liberador.